It's hard to see. No harm in being prepared. The lost here must be spec'd out for cold climates. How's this? Down one at a time. Let's keep it up.
So what depths maps do you have?
The two dens, Town of Sacrifice, Town of Impurity, and
actually, I don't remember any of mine, so you have to give me a minute. But yeah, we can do some tonight.
And
they're pretty easy.
And Cliff of Wasp.
So give me a minute.
I don't know how that...
Take my pants off real quick. There we go. That's better.
Thou again?
Huh?
I don't know. I can't find the NPC in this map.
You're up again. We have to push through.
So where's this other?
Maybe you should know.
Wait, why is my map not open? How do you look at your map again? It's start button, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck isn't my map popping up then? There it is. Alright, so there's another NPC. Verification. I'm just getting the NPCs in this area done, and then I'll help you with some depths.
I need to get the NPCs. You can help me on them.
Well, I haven't gotten anything new yet, so. Actually, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to the nest.
Ah, so this is where.
That's not the way I go.
No harm in being prepared. Something we can use?
No, it's not here.
Yeah, I didn't get anything new. I got some items, but I didn't get anything new. I'm heading back to base now.
How do I get down there?
Stay away from the edges. We'll be alright. Bring it any time.
I have no idea where I'm at. I'm at the frozen thing.
Stay on your toes.
Well, come back to home base, cause I don't have anything. I don't know anything about that shit yet.
They're lost across the river.
Check my... What is something I'm missing?
On my mind.
Wait, you spooked or something?
I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry.
The successor's crypt here has a similar pattern to the one in the... If the crypt's pattern match, I'd like to do more research, but I haven't found...
Hey, that's...
It's you again? Did you find any traces of the cloning ability? The successor's crypt here has the successor... There's a similar... The successor's... Even if but, I'll just have...
You know when you're ready, cause I'm at home base waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm finding I'm finding the NPCs. You do something else. I'm doing the NPCs.
I'm waiting on you.
NPCs.
What's going on, man? Hold on.
Swami.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, it's fucking Swami. I knew it, his voice.
I mean, was there anybody else it could have been?
Some random person. It sounds like Swami. NPCs for yeah, I
Sounds like
slept. I wasn't in my bed, I was in my living room.
He was living and masquerading the Black Bible.
I wasn't on the floor, I was on the couch, sleeping.
Masquerading the Black Bible.
Fuck you. Fuck you, German.
I mean, I'd rather be caught masturbating the Black Bible than Boku no Pinko, just the same.
What's it called?
Which one would you rather be? Which one would you rather be masturbating to, phone?
But Bible instead of Boku no Pico.
Exactly.
Oh god, what's it called? What's it called, that one? NPCs in the Frozen Souls.
Wait, what?
Frozen Souls. I'm looking up.
I don't know who froze himself. I'm about to go back home base and no. I'm gonna head back to home base and fortification. So what are you up to, Swami? You don't got Code Vein yet, do you? You got it?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
So I've realized a couple of things. Do you know how your focus meter works? Like how it actually works? Alright, so you do like know when you go into that focus mode though, when that bar is starting to drain down? Woman? You're taking a piss on you.
He is. And excuse you, Truman.
I mean, why are you telling me to excuse myself when you literally got a motherfucker taking a piss?
Don't know.
Exactly.
I just want to find the NPCs though.
NPCs where?
Find the ice thing.
You're not gonna find any. You're not gonna find any of them there, homie.
I know it's somewhere that fucking NPC.
What the fuck are you talking? Are you still? You cannot find, motherfucker. You don't listen. You're not going to find one there at all. Not ever. Not right now. That's not how this game works. You're not gonna find it there.
I found one. I found one in the, what's it, Frozen Souls? Ridge of Frozen Souls?
So you're in the area right now, correct?
Yep.
And you've basically mapped that entire area, correct?
Yep.
Are there any blue people on your map?
Yes.
Then why are you having difficulties finding him?
I have no idea.
Fuck it, phone. I'm gonna continue my depths without you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But no, Swami though. I've back to what I was saying before you decided to take a piss.
We have to push through.
You were definitely taking a piss.
Maybe you should look down.
Where the fuck in the world does it sound like you're making Kool-Aid where you have to shake it 3 times and then flush the toilet?
No harm in being.
But no, as I was saying though, before you were making quote unquote Kool-Aid, nah, so you know about the focus state and how it works. Like, you notice when you're in focus state, correct? Alright, so the focus state is that little blue bar. You'll notice the enemies go into it the same, like in that same animation is the same thing that happens to you when you go into it, where that little blue ring pops up around you for like a quick second. You seen that before? Yes, okay. So when that happens, you're in focus state. A cool thing about that is if you're in the middle of a combo, or even if you're not in the middle of a combo, but it's easier to hit while you're in the combo, is pressing, you know how you press R1 and triangle and square will do different moves in your normal combos? Yeah, if you're actually in your focus state, and you press R1 and triangle on an enemy, it'll actually knock them up in the air and you'll do a heavy damaging drain attack on them. So, yeah, it's fucking legit. After I noticed that, every time I notice I'm in focus state, I try to close the gap on the enemy, either try to stun them or quickly hit them with it before they're able to hit me. Because it does a fuck ton of damage, and it recovers a fuck ton of ichor as well. That was just something I learned today, and it's fucking awesome. So I was noticing, like, some of the NPCs will do it. If you're running with an NPC, you'll see some of the NPCs do it. And then I was watching a YouTube video for combat, and they brought it up. And I'm like, holy shit. I need to use that more often. But yeah, there's that. And then also I found out there's absolutely no fucking reason for the most part to transform your gifts. Or not transform your gifts, but to transform your weapons and your blood coats or blood veils. There's no reason to transfer them into elemental for the most part. Your blood veil does absolutely nothing towards your actual attack damage. Your blood veil is strictly for your gifts and minor resistances and some defense, but it's mainly just defense and your gifts. So you want to focus your blood veil focused around on what type of gifts that you use. Your weapon you should basically just focus on just dealing as much damage as you can with it. So transforming your weapon into like an elemental type weapon is fucking useless. Because I even fucking researched, like because I couldn't find nothing online about it. So I got 3 identical blades. I put thunder. I transformed one into thunder, transformed one into fire, and then left one regular. When I used the thunder and the regular, the thunder did less damage, obviously, because of the stat decreases to it. So I'm like, alright, so what if I stack on the thunder ability on top of that? Because it boosts lightning damage, so you would think when you stack lightning element on top of it, it would do more damage. So I stacked the lightning element on top of the lightning blade, and it didn't really stack any more damage. It still did about round the same. Actually, it did about round the same amount of damage as like the normal blade would do. It did like, I think, a little bit more, but not enough to, you know, why the fuck would I run an elemental weapon that does less damage than my normal weapon normally does, and then I have to spend 5 Ichor for it to do just barely any more damage than my weapon that I already have. That I could actually stack that weapon, which I also looked too. I could already put that damage on that weapon, and then do more damage, that 5 Ichor, and just have that weapon with that element on it already. So that's useless. Status elements though, I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't seen anything really on that, and I haven't studied that, nor do I care to, because I don't really care about inflicting status elements. I just want to move around and do as much damage as I can. But element-wise, elements are fucking retarded. The only thing I would say that is the only transformation that I've seen that's worth a damn for my type of playstyle, at least, is the fortification one, the one you get off of Yukimo. Yeah, it makes your gear a little bit heavier, which that can be detrimental at times, depending on what type of playstyle you use. But I'm using like a light sword, and then the Night Claw Blood Veil. So I have high dexterity, and decent mind and willpower, and so on and so forth. But either way, though, with that, the fortification just adds a little bit of weight onto your gear, but then boosts all of the stats on it.
Wow.
So to me, I'd rather transfer the fortification, boost my stats where I'm guaranteed some type of results, versus, you know, you make into a certain element and yeah, you don't really get as good results as you want. It's like even if you made your armor into like lightning, you made your blood veil into lightning, that doesn't make your lightning attack stronger. It just heightens your resistance, your defense to lightning.
Wow.
That's all it does. And in all honesty, I have not felt that any type of particular ailment has been giving me problems in this game so far. What kind of blood code build do you use, Swami?
Swami?
God damn it, Swami fucking disappeared again.
Greetings.
Probably explained all that
I'd like you
shit.
to
He
dig
probably
up
didn't hear a goddamn thing.
Greeting. I'd like you to dip.
Well, shit, I actually wanted to take Io with me. At least you heard Fong, or at least I hope you did.
Yeah, I did. I did.
So essentially, like, until there's new evidence or new ways to do it, I don't see the point in building elements. Or elements. Ailments, on the other hand, like status ailments, maybe be a good reason to run those, because you might possibly stun the enemy or take away abilities or poison them. I could see that still possibly being good, but as of the moment, building for elemental damage and shit like that, it's not even fucking worth it. I mean, in all honesty, even if you wanted to exploit a possible boss's weakness, it'd just be a lot better to ignore the transformation of your items and then just using the gifts that put that elemental damage temporarily on you and your partner's weapons.
Level 86. Hope you didn't wait a lot, Truman.
Hey, what's up? I'm listening to a message right now. What's going on?
Hope you didn't wait a lot.
What are you talking about?
I want evidence. I want evidence.
Say it before I continue on with this message. Else I'm gonna continue on with.
Yeah, it means like I'm trying to say how you don't waste a lot about finding the NPCs. It's the way I found one quite easily. I just need to go down the pit.
They're literally on the map, homie.
Yeah, I know.
Swami, are you there?
I think Swami's deep.
Swami is deep.
Oh, he got his mic turned off.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
His mic has been muted.
No, not for me.
I can't hear him either. No, I haven't, Mom. No, I
Is
haven't.
your mom married?
Yeah.
God damn it. Why is your mom always mad every time she talks to you?
Why not? What, you got a problem?
Searching through
Who,
the
me?
mountains is tough
Yeah,
work.
you.
No harm in being
No.
prepared.
I was gonna tell you to tell your mom hi, but I don't want you to say that when she's angry.
Oh, yeah.
So why is it every fucking time she comes in and says something and I can hear her, she's always mad? What are you doing, Fong? Why don't you got any pants on?
Oh, yeah.
And I can't say much either. I don't got my pants on either, and it's very liberating.
This place looks different.
It's quite breezy.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing briefs, so it ain't too breezy or anything. It's just I don't like being covered up in clothes. I have I don't know what it's called. It's shit. What is it called?
Boxes.
I forgot what's medical. No, I forgot what the technical term is for. But I have like a condition to where
Sorry, me is back.
where I'm like covered up. It's like I just sweat a lot, so I don't need to. But yo, Swami. Okay. Nah, you're good. No, you're good.
You good?
You're good. So. Like I mean, if you're trying to counter build a boss, possibly, like for like element wise, not status elements, but elements. So like putting like thunder element, fire element, that kind of bullshit, not even fucking worth it. It's honestly just not fucking worth it. If you want, if you are fighting a boss that you know that's weak to a certain element, then yeah. Run that, but run that as your gift, not as your weapon, because it takes away your weapon's attack. It like makes your weapon weaker. The only transformation that I run so far is the fortification, which actually makes your weapon stronger, but increases the weight. For me, being like a balanced character play, that doesn't affect me too much. So I can increase the weight of my weapons a little bit, and it's still, I still have the same dodges, same moves and everything, so it doesn't affect my playstyle any. So,
successor who created
like, I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're like a ranged user or a caster. I wouldn't recommend using that, but as a caster though, I would recommend
making it barren.
Finding a blood veil that boosts whatever type of element that you're working towards, whether it's dark or light, or trees. Find whatever tree you use the most, dark or light, and then using the blood veil that boosts that up more. And I think there are transformations that will boost your light or dark values. I think, I'm not 100%.
Anyway, I'm going on ahead. This is between me and Eva.
Elevation, I can see elevation being good for like ranged users as well, like bayonet and stuff like that. If you're using a bayonet that weighs a little bit too much in the normal rank, so you can use elevation to put it down to the quicker rank. Because when your weapon's weight is below 15, from what I can see, when your weapon's rank weight is below 15, you get a quick mobility. And quick mobility allows you to like dash around. You don't roll around, you actually dash, like you do like a hardcore dash. Yeah. Like I said before though, status elements though, building those onto your weapons, yeah, you're still gonna take that same type of like damage reduction, but I don't know the effectiveness of the element that you put on it. So like if you put stun on your weapon, obviously you think about it, stun would be good because you hit the enemy so many times, they're going to be stunned, thus you can increase your DPS output without having to dodge around so much. But that's a different type of play style than what I normally play, so I don't really know how effective it is or not. At least I haven't went around to actually test it out yet, because that requires a lot more. I just tested out a way to maximize elemental DPS, and there's just the only way to maximize your elemental DPS is just wearing a really good weapon that you're comfortable with, and then using the gifts to give you those elements. I normally stick with fire. I use the Prometheus's fire element thing, to where when you put it on, it's like 5 Ichor, and you put the fire element on your weapon and your allies' weapon, so it increases y'all's attack power, basically. What kind of build do you use on Code Vein though? Like what's your blood code that you like to use the most? What kind of weapon do you use and what kind of abilities do you like? What kind of abilities and weapons do you use? I can normally guess it. So you're using a range type build. Are you actually using the range build or are you using another code besides the range? Well, you need to look at your other blood codes too, though, because you can actually master some gifts from other blood codes and cross them over. So with me, I'm using the blood code Queenslayer. I was using Prometheus, but Queenslayer has better scaling and stats for me, and it has I could still take like the moves that I was used to, a lot of my moves that I was used to from Prometheus and carry them over to that. So I have the moves from Queenslayer and Prometheus, and I also have a bunch of passes and a few other moves from a bunch of different I mastered.
You have to take whatever you can use.
I like how they did this game story though. Like when it was originally told to me, someone told me, it's like, oh, it's like a vampire anime, but like, bruh, fuck that shit. Now I'm actually playing it. It's not a traditional, like, you know, fucking vampire. Like, they're not actually vampires. I don't know. That shit, like, to me, I like the whole fact that it's like, yeah, they are kind of like vampires, but they're not quite vampires. They're actually more of a creation of humans using parasites.
Footing's rough. Lose your balance.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like The Last of Us. More like, not necessarily realistic, but it makes more sense to where it's like, oh, there's just these mythical creatures that exist because they exist. Nah, literally humans created this and
Yeah, you can see naked women, but they're not even naked.
That didn't take too much effort.
I mean, you're a naked woman, Fong.
I see something.
Fong's a naked woman.
Bring it any time.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's not very nice to stop talking to your mother like that, man.
No, the monster, I mean.
God damn. I'm way too over level for this dungeon. I just fucking two-smacked that boss.
Sorry. Moving out.
I'll probably shoot somebody.
Slow down.
Now I have anything right in the house. I have to order something. I don't have anything in the house to cook. If I order something, it's not going to be late. I didn't want anything either. I just don't feel like I should eat this. No, no. Damn it.
Die, bitch! Oh my lord. That was a nice. I'm having trouble with a boss.
We can't go past that.
Whose fault is that?
Hey, that's...
What's the answer, homie?
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Yep.
I hate you. No, I don't.
He's just laughing. I hate you.
Honestly, I don't.
Who knows what's waiting through here?
Yeah, the bosses in this fucking depths are way too easy. I should have definitely done these earlier. Yeah, I'm literally like almost too shy on the bosses.
You back up, huh?
Oh, I like my character. What's your character?
Bring it anytime.
I have to show you my character. He's actually pretty good. Alright, boss defeated. GG, GG.
up something we can use?
I'll show you my character though. And I'll tell you why it's fucking dope. I didn't even like, I did it all kind of on accident, or I did it, like I did what I did on purpose, but the way it's all even more awesome is because I did it on pure accident.
Enemy loitering over there.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty legit.
Whoa, holy cow.
This game will allow you to have anything. Alright, do you remember, ReZero? No, no, it's an anime. ReZero, Life in Another World.
Oh yeah, ReZero, yeah.
Where the guy would die, and every time he dies, he gets brought back to a certain
Yeah,
point
that's
in time.
kind of cool,
Save
actually.
Okay, that's one fight down.
Either way, though. What? By who? What do you mean? I said it's the anime where the guy, every time he would die, he would be brought back to a certain save point, like in that past. So like the very beginning, he met an Apple merchant. He was like, hey, are you gonna buy these or are you just a freeloader? And he would continue through his story. So he got summoned, because he was from our world, he got summoned into that world. And he met that guy, and then he went on about, and he ended up dying. And when he died, he, bam, right back in front of the apple, like the fruit vendor. And he went out again, died again, bam, right in front of the apple vendor again. And as he progressed through his own story, he got different, like technically, what he called them save points. To where every time he died, he'd always wake up, reborn in one of these points. So it's called ReZero, Reborn in Another World.
Oh.
But either way, though, the main reason I mentioned that is because one of the characters in the anime, Rin, she's a demon.
Ren.
And yeah, Rim, because it's Ram and Rim.
Ren
But
and
Rim is the
yeah.
one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ram is the cute blonde. Well, they're identical, but there's one that's blonde and one that's blue. No one likes Rim apparently with the blue hair, but apparently in their society, they're demons, and in the demon world,
I didn't expect to see
if
that
you
stuff.
were to be born, like every time you're born with 2 horns. That's just how it is. But in their society, or that's how it is in their society. But there was twins that were born, and instead of them being both born with 2 horns, they actually split their horns. So both of them had only 1 horn. The great sister, the one that was actually extremely powerful, was accepted, but her younger sister, which was Rim, was not. And either way, though, they only had like 1 horn in the middle of their forehead. So my character has that, and a few other things. I'm just gonna take a screenshot, show like the full body of my character. So I had that horn in the middle of my thing. I have the long hair like Sephiroth.
Don't run too far ahead.
I don't know. Oh, wait. You talk about the leader. You're talking about the leader of the Visors. He was originally a captain.
Pick up something we can use?
No, just you can do the jaw and shit like that. Yeah, because jawline also considers I got really long hair, which could be considered feminine, but the way my character looks in the face, it does not look feminine. But yeah, no. But as you look at my character, though, I have that horn in the middle. I have the long gray hair, like it's really long. It's like down to my ass long. It's Sephiroth-like hair. I have that, but on my left arm, you see that I have that that like demon arm. That's the first picture. The second picture, you look at my eyes, my left eye is black and red. My right eye is white and blue. Let me know when you actually see it. No, you're good, you're good. I can't even hardly hear it, bro. You're fine. But no, like even now I don't hear it. But either way though. But as you can see though, you got the black eye and the red, blue eye. See, this entire build that you just seen, where my left hand is the demon arm, my left eye is the demon eye, my left eye is my human blue eye, and I have the horn in the middle. That was all because I just wanted to make like a Sephiroth looking character, kind of, not quite, but like the long Sephiroth hair, and I wanted one half of me to have like a demon look and the other half to be like human. That's why on my right hand, you see I just have a normal arm with a normal glove on. The great thing about this that I realized on accident that makes this fucking build fucking great is, you know, when you use your parries or you use your drain attacks, both of your eyes go black and red, like my left eye. You notice that yet? Yeah, so both of your eyes will go black and red just like how my right eye is. So my blue and white eye will go the same color as my right eye. So I have that same color on both eyes when I do my drain abilities. So my parries, my backstabs, any of that, both my eyes will go that same red color like my left eye is. Now, what makes it even better, you remember the first Vistage you picked up? Like after the first boss, how your character just picked up the Vistage and he starts freaking out and EO is like, you can do this, you can do this. Remember that? Yeah. Bruh. Explain to me why. Once again, my left eye, that white and blue eye, both my eyes went that color when I picked up the Vistage. With my human hand, my right hand. Like the legit made it fucking, like anytime I pick up like a Vistage, like in a cutscene, my eyes, both my eyes go to the same as my left eye. They look exactly the same as my left eye, but the glow is a little bit stronger, like the blue glow is a little stronger. But when I do my parries, my backstabs, or my drain attacks, both my eyes go the same color as my my left eye. They both go red and black. I legit... you can. No, your trench coats would be your blood veils. Yeah, but the thing is though, if you're wanting to go by looks from your blood veil, you're gonna have to make a build around that blood veil, because your blood veil literally makes your build. Because, well, you've played Dark Souls, right? Any of the Dark Souls series? Okay, so you know how like you would make your stats on there scaling wise to how you're trying to make your build, correct?
Elevator that goes down.
This game doesn't work that way. This game, your stats and your scaling is all determined by your weapon and your blood veil.
Working too hard isn't a good idea, you know.
So yeah, your blood veil might look cool, but if it goes against what you're trying to build, stat-wise and scaling-wise, it's completely fucking useless.
Bring it anytime.
Like like. No. When you level up, it levels up. Yeah, it does technically level up everything, but the only thing it technically levels up is your health and your stamina. How your other stats are affected is based off the clothes that you're wearing. So if you look, your weapons and your armors, they all have all of your different effects. So they have strength, or instead of trying to guess what they are, because that's what I was about to do. I'll just go ahead and just look straight into it myself while I'm actually here. Or, like, I'm still on the game. Go ahead and load the fuck out, motherfucker. Alright, so your stat scalings are all based off the gear you're wearing. So the gear you're wearing will upgrade multiple or a few of the same stats, which is strength, dexterity, mind, willpower, vitality, and fortitude. And all of them have different, like, well, obviously they have different effects. So if I have a stat set, like I have stat scalings for B in strength and B in dexterity on my weapon. So that means I do more damage with my weapon for strength, and it also means dexterity. I do more damage with my weapon, along with I think having better dex. I can't remember exactly what it was. It's better something. It's strength and something else. It's attack damage and something else. Like a lot of the stat scalings will combo with each other, like boosting the same type of skill. They always have a different effect though. So that's what you're looking at, is when your weapons, and then like your blood, your blood veils do the same thing. They boost different stats. So my blood veil, I have A in dexterity, C in mind, and C in willpower, which I could actually look up what all of them do real quick. Read hints. So
sorry, moving out.
Strength is physical attack and HP. Dexterity, physical attack, and draining rate, which I want a higher draining rate because I actually use a lot of Ichor. I use a lot of like Ichor-based moves, so I want to have a higher draining rate with my weapons and my moves. Mind affects stamina, drains speed, so how quickly I get drained from my attacks, and life gifts. So any gifts that are in the life tree get boosted with the stat of mind. Willpower affects elemental resistance and dark gifts. So dark gifts mean once again, and the gifts work dark. I got pissed real quick. I'm gonna piss because I can see my TV from the bathroom. So, no, I cannot actually. Kinda can, but I can't read it, so. Oh my god. I don't know, the kind of person that makes Kool-Aid on the mic.
Sorry, moving out.
Alright, vitality affects HP and physical damage reduction, and then fortitude affects stamina and elemental resistance. So you see how some of those cross over with affecting the same thing. So you can make your build by making those stats, and the scaling is all based off of the equipment you're wearing though. So yeah, leveling up boosts everything, but how your build actually works and the scaling of your build is all affected by your weapon and your blood veil. So with me, once again, being heavy on physical attacks and heavy on Ichor-based moves, I'm using like a balanced type build to where I do a lot of physical damage, but at the same time I have a lot of draining, like Ichor draining abilities. That way I can still constantly gather Ichor while I'm in the middle of the fight and be able to fight in general. So, I mean, in all honesty, if I wanted to, I could get rid of my attack damage and run something like, you know, range or anything like that with higher mobility. With that higher mobility, I'm able to dodge around quicker, but I wouldn't have certain effects that I have with other builds.
Choose your
Speaking of which, what is the...
Pick up something we can use?
I can't even remember what the, what's the passive for this thing?
Wow.
Oh, it's a drain boost. Which isn't bad, but it's not what I want on my passives, though. That's another thing, is your passives, you can gather them from all the different blood codes and use them all together. And your blood codes also affect your stat ratings as well, your scaling. So like for the longest time I was running Prometheus, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, but my fucking Queen Slayer seems to be getting stronger. Like, even if I wanted to play another class, I have no reason to, because in all honesty, there's no class that beats my Queen Slayer.
Don't run too far ahead.
But I'm just talking about like stat-wise, like there's certain abilities and certain moves that I can't get in my Queen Slayer that I can't like proficient in other blood codes. But I mean, in all honesty, there's hardly any blood codes that match the scale rating of my Prometheus for my type of playstyle. So like my Queen Slayer's scaling is A strength, S dexterity, B mind, C plus willpower, C plus fatality, and C fortitude. The only things that actually have any other benefit is like the hunter class that has a B in willpower, C plus, and fatality, which is the same, and then the C in fortitude, which is the same. But it goes down in strength, dexterity, and mind. So really, in all honesty, I'm looking at the only two abilities I'm looking at that would make a difference, like depending on playstyle, is the Isis and Eos blood codes. Which Isis, yeah, it has lower strength and lower dexterity, but it goes B plus mind, B plus willpower, C plus fatality, C plus fortitude. So that's more of a range type build, more along with the spells. And I mean, the same goes with Eos too. The Eos is lower dexterity, lower strength, but has an S in mind, so you have a you have S in mind, so you have a lot more drain, and you have a lot stronger light attacks.
Mind your step now.
And then A plus in fatality, and then a C in fortitude. I honestly feel like I honestly feel like that Queen Slayer for some reason has been getting stronger with my character.
This elevator is safe, right?
And I've tried to look it up, but I can't find anything with it. So I've been using Prometheus since the beginning of the game, and so I got Queen Slayer, and I started using that. And it was weaker than Prometheus when I started using it, but I decided to use Queen Slayer because there was abilities in it that I wanted and needed. And when I started using it, when I was actually got everything that I needed from it, and I went to switch back to Prometheus, it was stronger than Prometheus, which wasn't the case when I first switched.
It's open?
And now that I just checked it again, it's got even stronger since then. I don't know. I might be. I know I'm tripping a little bit, but I don't understand why it's doing that. It's not that other. It's not that other blood codes still aren't as good, because other blood codes all have their own play styles and everything, and my blood code is more well balanced.
Hold on.
The story of Davis is actually kind of sad.
Davis.
Nah, it's not really. It's like a vestige. It's not really part of the main story. You know how every time you get a vestige, like you complete a vestige, it gives you like our backstory. God damn my phone. Put on your goddamn pants. Damn, it's 5 a.m. on my time. I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Can you turn off soon?
No.
Hurry up, I say. I don't want to want you anymore. Not shit. Oh. I don't know.
Move the water bottle.
去呢啦，我當招咩我聽，我條波條支招，將我電波槍話，除非我
Wouldn't want to fall here. Oh, what's
Yeah,
this
Swami, you
place?
still there? Okay, just making sure. Hey, so Fong,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How old's your mom?
Don't know.
What do you mean you don't know how mom? What the fuck kind of fucked up son are you? You don't know how old your mom is?
My mom will never tell me, and she will never will.
Wait, what? What's up?
My mom won't tell me, and she won't never will.
Do they not have IDs where you live at?
They do, but
And you've never seen your mom's ID?
no.
What would you say, Swami? I mean,
Not many.
That's what I say, like, shit. But either way, though, Same here, dude. Same fucking here. But either way, though, the reason I was asking is this is the whole build-up is. Wrong. Your mom sounds a little cute.
Hmm?
Hmm?
What you said? I didn't hear you.
Your mom sounds a little cute.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't pay attention, so yeah.
You don't have to pay attention.
How do you get up here? Oh my god.
If you have to start calling me daddy, it's not my fault.
I think you had to go up the stairs or something.
I can't help it, Fawn, because I haven't even explored that area, so.
Yeah, I think you had to go up the stairs, down there, and then down the bottom.
Who? Stein? Yeah, I don't think it ever actually shown his eyes. I mean, can't you put that same glimmer on your glasses though, like kind of like a shade on it?
Oh dear, I'm gonna die anyway.
Of course you are, Paul.
You have to do all the work.
It hurts a bit, but
That's a real gem.
I'll be fine.
Damn, Bong, you're so savage.
What?
Oh well. Get Yakumo to do all the work.
Pick up something we
Oh,
can
you
use.
talking about your stream?
If you end that's what's there.
Alright, leveling up one last time, and then I'm heading to the new area. Alright, level 57 now.
This thing put us through some trouble. Bring it anytime.
I see. You even have the fucking stitches across your face.
Oh, not bad.
I would imagine though if Stein had eyes, I would imagine them being green. Nah, I'd imagine them being green. Yeah. You gotta think, who is Stein modeled after? What? You don't know who Stein's modeled after? It's literally Stein. You never realized who he's modeled after? Frankenstein's monster, but close enough. Yeah, Frankenstein's monster, because he had all the stitches and everything, so he was pieced together. So Frankenstein, known for being green, so I would assume he would have like green eyes. But yeah, no,
I've been waiting.
I don't think he ever seen his eyes in the anime though. Yeah. Wasn't Stein whiter though? feel like he was whiter than your character. I might be wrong though. It's been a while. But yeah, it's still a good. It's still. I'll look it up real quick, man. Where's my cell phone at? Well, where did my cell phone go? I go looking for mine. There it is. All right, so. Soul Eater Stein.
According to Heroes Wiki, fandom,
Hey,
Frankenstein
hey,
is a character in
no,
Soul Eater and is Spirit's old meister and friend. He is a teacher in DWMA and a mad scientist.
Yeah, he's a bit whiter. I'll send a screenshot. Actually, this kind of shows his eyes. I think they are. Wait, hold on. Yeah, they're black and green. I'll actually send that one instead, so you get a better picture of it. Yeah, it's like his pupils are like huge and black, and he's got like his iris on the outside. The colored part is like green. I'll send you a screenshot of it. So I screenshotted the one with his skin, but then I seen one that was up close with his eyes in it. So I'll send you that one instead. So you can see his skin tone and his eyes. Nah, they get bigger than that. Yeah, it does. You can find bigger pupils than that. Nah, look at them again, 'cause you can find bigger. Cause like the ones I have are pretty fucking big. All you have to do is take like the ones that I have and then change the outside coloring of it.
Feeling better?
And actually there's ones bigger than the ones that I have actually. I'm pretty damn sure.
No harm in being prepared.
I'll double check again, but that's what it is. Yeah, he's got
Got
the
something we
big
can use.
black pupils and then the green iris. And then yeah, he's obviously a bit whiter than you are. Yeah, I'll double check real quick. But I'm about damn near sure there's bigger ones. You found bigger ones? I'm still gonna look.
There's something in the
but
sand.
I'm about damn near sure they were. I'm saving the one I have now. I'm looking at.
Okay.
Bring it anytime.
Fong, you know you gotta licky some dicky first.
Take him down.
Oh yeah, so it's the one like mine, but you can make it, like there's actually a step up bigger than mine. So if I click on that and then change that to white irises and go green in the middle. Let's double check it myself. Black, and where's my green at? I'm just looking myself. How did he have his? His is, oh, his. All right, so I did it opposite. I did so it needs to be black on the yeah. Black and then. Yeah, so that works right there. That was more of a line. Let me see what he did. I'm sure you did. Yeah, that works. I mean, I was doing it with my type of eyes, so I'll show you mine after. It is more of like a limeish green, so. So I did it more of this route. Because it makes your pupils bigger than what they are already. It's like you see how yours is small and you have a lot of green on the outside. My eyes are bigger black with a little bit less green on the outside. Granted, that green might not be the necessarily correct color, but you get what I'm getting at though. Yeah, that's the pupil that's kind of like the Byakugan from Naruto. Let me see if I can't find something quick. I would say, I'd say around Vivid Brown. Go to Vivid Brown onto the bottom, and it's not the first one, but the second one and third one is around where he's at. I would say the third one will probably be close, or second one will probably be closer. So Vivid Brown, the bottom of that, second one over, I'd say that's pretty close. If you go one over, it seems a little bit too dark. If you're on the second one, that seems just right. And the one right after that, the first one on the bottom, looks a little off. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh yeah, you're on the exact one I was looking at. Because if you go like one to the left or one to the right, the one to the right looks too dark and it looks a little too light. That one looks like perfect. But yeah, the pupil though is oh, you gotta actually take the Alright, so hold on a second. You gotta use Nah, I'm just saying like that should be your highlight because that gets rid of, because obviously Frankenstein doesn't have a glimmer in his eye. That's the one I've seen that doesn't have a glimmer. At least not a noticeable one. And then the pupil is this one. That way you kind of have that more of like his eye type feel. It's like, you see the picture I sent you when you look at it. It's obviously only one of my eyes, it's the third guy obviously. But you see how that kind of like matches straight up to like kind of what his eyes like. It's not, his pupils aren't as big as what they need to be, but there's really no way to make them any bigger without it being like a little awkward. Not really awkward, but not 100%. Because the only way to make it bigger is if you use the speckled one.
That's a real gem.
Which is this one. But you can see how when you use the speckled one, you can see somewhat a little bit of black dots in the iris, which isn't 100% correct. when it comes down to it,
Moving out.
I think that pupil would probably be best. And then obviously you have your glasses on too, so that'll still make it look right.
Want to rest?
Once again, entirely up to you. I'm just trying to mimic what I'm seeing. You already have most of it down pat. Like, you already have his hair and the bolt down and the fucking stitches and all that, so. Yeah, I think that's one thing I like about this game the most, though, is that,
Don't run too far ahead.
hold on, did I just, hold on, what the fuck did I just do? Oh shit, I gotta switch my eyes back to what they were. God damn it. I didn't save it. Yeah, I know what my eyes were.
Don't run too far ahead. No harm in being prepared. Have I heard this song before?
Nah, I cleaned out my friends list, man. People I haven't talked to or heard from in over a month, I got rid of.
Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. I'll take on the relics now.
It fucking exactly.
Don't try to stop me.
Technically, yes. Even in the health standard. Nah, technically, especially in hot environments, you're not supposed to drink cold water because not only, not even just because of your teeth or maybe even headaches, which I know is a lot of, but it's actually because it causes internal harm to the body. You gotta think, when you're in like 90-degree weather and you're drinking, 60, 30, 40 degree water, it causes some irreparable harm, we just call it shock and or stroke.
Better. Bring it anytime.
Yeah, you can, it's not really like, I don't know what it's called. It's like, it's basically, it just causes your body to go into shock. Like, if you're extremely hot and you drink something extremely cold, it'll cause your body to go into a shock. I think in literally almost every job I've ever owned, I've always been like a safe representative of something. Like, working at UPS, I had to explain to people, yo, it's like 100 degrees in the building, you don't need to be drinking fucking almost frozen water. It'll cause your body to go into shock and you're already overheated.
Bring it anytime.
Yeah, like cold water is nice, but you don't want to drink something that's extremely cold versus the current environment. Normally when you're trying to hydrate room temperature or whatever the temperature is. If you really want to cool down, the best thing to do if you do have cold water or an ice pack or anything and you want to cool down, place that shit on the back of your neck or on your wrists. Reason being, all of your blood circulates mostly through the back of your neck, through your wrist, so when you place the cold pack there, that blood will get colder and will circulate through your body. Very able to regulate your temperature.
That one. Suck my dick.
What'd you get?
Not you guys. I beat the boss by myself.
Good for you, phone.
Without 2 tries, only 1.
So, it's over.
No, this isn't the end. Come on.
Let's go see her again.
Don't expect I could one-shot people.
What do you say? It's not possible.
Fuck me! The same thing that I knew was there got me. There's a fucking pitfall in the beginning of the map.
I'll probably turn off my PlayStation after this.
Fuck you too, phone.
After this cutscene. Nah.
Yes. Yes. I didn't need to go to sleep soon though, but that's besides the point.
He had to go to say, I could help Swami for a
When I
little
first
bit.
was Jack, I was just a possession owned by revenants. My throat was ruined. I couldn't even speak. But he took me in without a second thought. I always felt that I was
I'm
his.
making so many excuses
I
today,
have a
honestly.
naturally high compatibility. So,
Yeah,
if there's
I can
any way
feel
that
it.
my body could possibly be of use to him,
Yeah, I'm trying to.
then it is his.
Yeah, I know.
Even if it costs me my humanity. You're finally awake, Jack. Are you still
I know.
sleeping?
I must have
Hurt their feelings and then get shot. Honestly.
Don't waste your voice on this. This isn't the time for it.
I'm afraid I can't obey that.
I don't like that.
I enjoy singing.
I can definitely see him falling get raped.
Like raped by men or raped by women.
I mean, if it's a woman, it would be considered rape because you're willing, so.
Don't blame yourself for this, Jack. You were always so kind to me. I have no regrets.
I think I got the good ending.
I wish I could sing for you one last time.
Oh my god, I do have the good ending. Good ending for Eva and Jack. I wonder how much time I got with Swami, honestly.
All night.
Yeah, I can pay for 2 hours with Swami.
Only 2 hours? That seems like a bit of a gimmick right there.
Not a gimmick. Because my mom will rage at me if I don't go to sleep after 12 o'clock.
I mean, your mom's been raging at you already all night, so.
I've put you through far too much.
No, you haven't. When I first met you, I had
Yeah.
absolutely
Like,
nothing.
hey,
If you
I got
understand
something
what
down
its
for you.
obligations mean.
What do you mean your mom doesn't know what understand obligations means?
Her
Your
English
mom
is
has
terrible.
obligations. The fuck? You don't know the other word?
And my voice.
Yeah, you don't know the other word for obligations?
Nope. Oh, commitment, yeah. Yeah, commitment, yeah, my mom knows that, but obligations, she doesn't.
It's the same damn thing.
Please, don't be sad, Jack.
Yeah.
From the moment I took on my role, I knew this would eventually be my fate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was still happy.
Like, Mom, how do you expect me to get a job if I can't even
Because I
keep a
was
simple
with you.
commitment?
Yeah. Yeah. Dad,
Me too.
honestly. Yeah. Oh, this is so heartwarming. Jet and Eve, no, Eva. I don't think Eva dies.
Your
I don't
mission
think so.
is an important one.
I mean, why are you even trying to talk about spoilers? Stop that
You
shit.
already spoiled something,
And burn
Truman.
bright
What did I
Candle of
spoil?
life still burns.
To Swami, I think. I remember one, but I can't remember what was it.
Eva,
No, I didn't spoil nothing. Swami just told me not to
will you
spoil it.
sing for me again?
I didn't spoil shit.
One last time.
You're over here about to blab out the secrets of some shit about characters that he don't know yet either.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Jet got a good heart.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Stein was deranged, so.
Thank you.
Look at your character now. Oh, yeah, that
No,
looks
I didn't
perfect,
save
too.
Eva. Damn it.
Can I make that?
The relics.
I cannot.
I can. Yes! I can restore. He will use everything because he's overpowered. Yes. Yeah.
Well, you can use your weapons on any class, it's just the weight limit. So with
Oh wow, I saved Eva.
yeah, but that's the thing though with your range character or the ranged build that you're probably cause you're just using range, right?
She's back to normal.
That's your blood too.
Did she resist the relic's effect?
But
Maybe
no,
it's
but
because
the
we were there
current
to treat
blood
her
code you're
immediately.
running right now is range, correct? Yeah, see with that right there, that
I did not
like
say
you have a really
Nicola.
low weight limit.
Thank you.
So because of that low
You held
weight
the
limit,
threads of my tattered hearts
you're
together.
not going to be able to carry a lot of the heavier weapons.
Eva.
I didn't
I
save
don't know what to
Nicola. That's one thing.
You don't need to say anything.
Yeah, but I'm just
Would you
saying
let
though,
me
is like
stay with
some
you a
swords
while
might
longer?
even be out of said
Do you
capacity.
even need to ask?
Depends on your playstyle. Technically, if you're going with like the route that my buddy Kev is using, great sword's a lot better. It does a shit ton of damage. You hold it right, you hold it.
Kevin, his great sword.
Yep. Me, on the other hand, I'm focusing more on a sword, like a one-handed sword, and fucking quick build. So that way I can like move around a lot and dodge a lot.
We're
But still
going
be
after
able to put out
Mito.
some DPS.
Wait. How do you even know where he is? He's performed countless experiments on the relics, and now he's stolen the ones inside Eva.
Really?
I think I know what his plan is. reviving the Queen. In order to do that, he'll have to take Silva's relic as well.
So, Silva's a successor.
That's not the only problem. The Red Mist. The jail of the mists that covers the world and deepens Revenant's bloodthirst. The one who created it is none other than Silva.
What? Why would Silva do that?
Soldiers were needed to fight the Queen when she frenzied.
I can't
Since
believe
humanity
I
had
got
already
something
suffered
white
significant
for
losses,
once.
Revenants were created to swell the ranks.
You got something white?
No,
In the
got
end,
something
we succeeded
white for
in
once.
stopping the Queen.
RIGHT.
But there are a lot of humans living in the world outside.
Why?
All I heard was you said you got something white. Yeah,
Without
exactly.
the Red Mist, both
Because
starving
he's never had
Because-
something
and
white
lost
before.
would be able to roam freely. It was created to prevent further tragedy.
Really funny comment.
Though, I have to admit,
Small.
It wasn't my
like
joke.
you, it wouldn't have been as much of a concern.
Oh, fuck.
We'll take the
Dude,
path
I
to the
can't find out
fortress.
where to go in this
With
fucking
speed
ice
and a
map for
little
some
luck,
reason.
we might catch him.
Oh, I had to go to the crypt.
Oh,
I
and
hate
don't
the
forget,
crypt.
those who carry a relic are always at risk of frenzy.
No, I hate the crypt. Spire. The ear.
You have sharp eyes, kid.
Wow. What, you gonna pull a bullet on me?
Pull a bullet.
Oh, evil Wilder. Good. I got it. I got her butt cold.
Who's blood code?
Eva. Since I got Eva butt cold, I can upgrade. No, I can upgrade. Oh, I know a level 100.
Good for you, Fong. Still better at the game than me.
Oh, cool. Nice. 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 Bullshit, I hate that. That is okay. And this one is... Take that. One now.
We should probably move.
Okay, Swami, you can shove it. No, shove it. Yeah.
Wait, what's up? What? I'm in a cutscene. What is this? Am I in a
What
boss fight?
cutscene?
There's no way I'm
You're in the
I
boss
don't know
fight
what
if
cut-
you're in the cutscene.
You sure?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
should be
think I am.
cutscenes. It should be a boss fight.
You.
And what area are you in?
The ice area.
Oh yeah, you're in the cutscene, in the boss.
Are you sure?
Yep. You're helping Nicola. I'm just a deuce who spoils everything.
Trust me, I know already. That's why I didn't want him to pass me up.
What's Akamini help?
That's not what he said, homie.
Yeah, he did.
That you still haven't offered him any help.
Oh.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is, though, Swami? Because you're a nigger, Gante.
Oh! How can you say that to him?
Because that's how you feel about him, bro.
No, I don't.
That's exactly how you feel about him.
That's not what I was going to think about.
Alright, so Swami, you know how we had to talk about how Nigger Gante is a very fucking racist Elder Dragon, right? Alright, so besides his name, that Nigger Gante in and of itself can be considered, you know, a little bit weird. And the fact that he kills other Elder Dragons, so you know Elder Dragon on Elder Dragon crime. And his tempered version is called the Ruiner, so you know when the Nergigante moves into your neighborhood, the whole neighborhood's ruined. Bam. Racist fucking monster, am I not correct? No, definitely Nergigante is more.
Make sure you get back.
Nope. Nah, definitely Nergigante, because everything I just said... No, but yeah, he fucks everything up. But, alright, but there you go. Actually, no, that's the white version then. That's the white version of racism. There you go. Just like most fucking, you know, white people, they're just like, they follow you around. They have to have everything. They have to do this. They have to, like, they're in everybody's business. Bam. Devil joke. Bam. Now I just found another racist monster. But